Fala galera, bora lá, mais um dia, mais um jogo. Vamos testar hoje The Low Road, mais uma aqui aí que a gente recebeu dos desenvolvedores. Então queria agradecer, se puder aí, dar um gostei, assinar o canal, a gente agradece. Então bora lá, novo jogo. O jogo não está em português, é uma pena, mas as músicas são boas. Então vamos lá, capítulo 1. Ok. Tá aí, agosto de 17 de agosto de 1976.
Let me tell you something I wish somebody had told me on my first day. Being a spy is nothing like you see on TV.
A gente é uma espiã, então.
Locales, death-defying car chases, seemingly limitless food and beverage per diems. Those days are over. What we deal with is the collection and manipulation of information.
Ele tá explicando o trabalho de espião que a gente vai fazer, que não é igual nos filmes e tal.
Telephone communication, we don't even have to leave our desks anymore. Is it fun? Not really. Does it pay well? Well, that depends on how long you've been here.
Nosso trabalho basicamente vai ser feito sentado numa mesa.
15, 20 years down the line, you could have a nice looking corner office just like this one. Heated underground parking too. Not too shabby, is it?
Eu prefiro ser uma espiã de verdade, obrigado.
I'd rather be a real spy, thanks.
A real spy is someone who gets their information undetected and unseen. No better way to do that than through a telephone.
Ele tá querendo que a gente seja espião por telefone. É a geração aí, Estados Unidos, né? Meu nome... tem que ser estilo James Bond, né?
Kovacs. Numi Kovacs.
Cute. But try to knock that fantasy nonsense out of your head. We're doing serious work here. Since it's your first day, let's see what they taught you in the academy. The woman we're about to call is Lacey Mendoza. She's a production manager at our latest competitor, Rev Inc. Our top engineer, a fellow by the name of Sebastian Cartwright, was working on a top-secret project when he was abducted along with his plans. We're beginning to think that Cartwright might be involved in whatever they're doing over there at Rev, and possibly against his will. There's 3 things I'm going to need you to find out. 1. Where this test facility is
Precisa
located.
encontrar o local.
2. What's the easiest point of entry?
Como entrar, um jeito mais fácil de entrar.
Or not, they have Sebastian.
E descobrir se eles têm ou não o Sebastian.
I could on Lacey and compiled it in this scrapbook. It's not much, but it might help you gild the lily. Any questions?
Any advice?
Get her to trust you. Pretend to be someone from her past. Someone she cares for, but hasn't kept in touch with. Old classmate, former co-worker, that sort of thing. Whatever you do, don't pretend to be a loan manager. You won't make it past hello.
Ok.
What's Rev Inc?
No idea. There's nothing on the books to prove it exists. My guess is that it's just a front for one of the big boys.
Tell me more about Sebastian.
Brilliant engineer. Bit of an eccentric. Has a Jones for clean energy. Whatever that is.
How do I use the scrapbook?
It's a scrapbook. You turn the pages with your hands and look through it with your
Ai, é
eyes.
sacanagem.
Then your eyes take what they see to your brain, and your brain uses that to come up with ideas. Though maybe not in your case.
Eita porra.
Enough talk. Let's call her up.
Bora lá. Certo.
This is an important mission, so make it count.
É meio estilo Papers, Please, né? Só que mais requintado.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking? This is Lindsay Fellows from Falcon Crest Fiduciary. We're calling about your student loan repayment.
Will you people ever give me
Eu
a
fui logo
penny
no que o
back
cara
when
falou
I'm
pra
good
mim
and
não
ready?
fazer.
Until then, leave me alone.
If you want to get information from a mark, it's usually best if you pretend to be someone they want to speak to. How about you do a different voice and try it again?
Só pra testar só, meu querido.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Eu vou tentar de novo.
Why did you hang up on me?
Stop calling! You people are such pests!
What are you,
caramba.
12? You want to make prank calls, do it on your own time. I'm going to give you one last chance, and that's it.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Será que dá ruim? Foda-se.
Now I'm mad. Pay us back, lady.
I told you I don't have the money. Now what is it that you want? In the depths of your ignorance, what is
Deu
it that
certo,
you
hein?
want? Whatever it is, I can't
Oh,
deliver
no.
because I don't have it.
That does it. I'll handle the rest of the case on my own.
Eu acho que deu game over. Ai, foi a melhor gameplay que eu já fiz. Caralho, puta descrição gigantesca pra terminar o jogo. Ah, ele volta. Que maneira. Muito bom.
This is an important mission, so make it count.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Seria muito sacanagem, né? Não, vamos lá. Vamos lá, você é colega de quarto.
Only the best roommate you've ever had.
Clara?
Clara.
You sound really different.
Puberty.
I would have assumed you hit puberty by the time we became roommates in our early 30s.
What
Eita
can I
porra.
say? I'm a true medical marvel.
You're not with Decilio, are you?
Who's Docilio?
Never mind. We've just had a lot of outside interference lately, and we need to be extra careful about who we speak to. So if you really are Clara, I'm gonna need some proof. Why don't we start with you telling me the address of our old apartment?
Tá, deixa eu dar uma olhada nas coisas. Dá pra abrir nada isso aqui? Ah, ok. Ela quer saber o endereço do que mesmo? Eu já perdi a pergunta. Eu sou uma anta. Acho que é da universidade?
376 University Ave.
Actually, that was the address for my college dormitory. How could you possibly know that?
É, eu errei.
I remember everything. You must have told me at some point.
Well, if you remember everything, then you should remember the address that we lived at for 4 years together. What was it?
Tá, endereço onde a gente viveu por 4 anos. Seria... Caralho. É, eu vou ter que chutar um desses aqui. 42 Overlook.
42 Overlook Terrace.
Wow, it really is
Yep.
you. But how on earth did you get this number?
Hum, Acho que eu vou falar que o Waze deu.
Your ex gave it to me.
He did? How did he... What did he say?
Tá, por que eles se separaram mesmo? Ela largou ele no altar. Velho. Tá. Ok.
He's hurt that you left.
Good. After years of sabotaging hardworking people to line his pockets, he deserves to be hurt. You can tell him I'm in a good relationship now, with someone who wants to help the world move forward, not backwards. And while you're at it, tell him to stop using my idiot friends to do his dirty work.
Eita porra. Deu ruim.
Next time, you might want to take a closer look at the case file before stepping into it like that. Well, you got 1 out of 3. Not terrible for a first try. Who knows? Maybe in a few years you'll be ready to man the phones for real. Why don't you take a coffee break and then get started on some light clerical work?
Não, não, não.
I think that's more your speed.
Vamos de novo. Deu ruim de novo? Não, sei lá. E aí? É pra eu tomar café? Aqui a gente
Not
sai.
much competition in this Employee of the Month game, is there?
Not as long as I'm around.
É, no caso não tem café aqui, né? Acho que a gente tem que ir lá fora. É aqui?
Looks like I'll need a key card to get this thing to work.
Preciso de um cartão. Aqui tem água. Aqui elevador. Aqui o café.
That desk's a little tall, isn't it?
It's meant for standing.
Why would anyone want to stand when they could sit?
You'll understand when you're older.
E aí?
Roaming the halls already, are we?
Turns out I could have a break.
Well, now I have to commit 3 of my best agents to undoing the damage you've done with that phone call.
I tried my best.
Oh, I'm sure you did. But to keep this office running as smoothly as possible, perhaps you'll consider making this break a permanent one.
Eita porra.
You want me to quit?
Quit, step down, early retirement without benefits. Why get hung up on titles? All that matters is that you're happy. Why don't you think about it and get back to me?
O pessoal não me quer aqui não, hein?
I should get back to work.
Before you do, let me ask you a question. Have you ever taken the time to stroll the docile woods?
Oi?
I prefer the city.
Well, that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but I suppose I should have assumed based on your attire. Off you go!
É, eu não entendi muito bem o que é essa parte aqui de andar aqui, mas tudo bem, vamos embora. Vai. Dá pra gente voltar pra lá? Eu gostei da parte do telefone. Queria tentar de novo.
Anything I can do to help out?
We're on standby till Penderbrook gives us our next assignment. You can go introduce yourself to the rest of the team if you want. I don't care.
É, agora a gente teria que conversar com o pessoal.
So, what should I call you? Barney? Mr. Turner?
Folks around here call me Turn.
Does that mean they're going to start calling me Kova?
No.
All right. Good talk. When's our next case?
We don't have a next case. That phone call was a taste of what you might get to do in a few years, after you pay your dues.
I've done 4 years of espionage school. I've paid my dues.
Company policy: all outside intelligence employees must have 2 years' experience before accepting missions. No exceptions.
Let's go on one of your missions then. A real one.
Cara, eu vou ter que
out
ficar
in
2
the
anos aqui.
field.
I haven't done field work since I was with the government. If you ask me, waste of
O
time.
cara é um bundão, só fica no...
You were a
sentado na
government
frente
agent.
do
Like the
telefone.
kind that kill people and blow stuff up?
I was, but that was a decade ago, and I don't really like to reminisce.
Why? Did you get fired?
Where did you hear that?
I didn't. I'm just wondering why someone would quit such a cool job to work for a car company.
That's really none of your business. And if I was fired, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I'm pretty sure you'd be able to tell me if you didn't get fired.
I shouldn't have even told you that I worked there in the first place.
Ah, is that why you got fired?
None of your business.
You got fired.
Tá, beleza.
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Suit yourself.
É isso aí, galera. Acho que deu pra ver como que é o joguinho. Achei interessante. Provavelmente vou jogar mais. Pra saber qual é que é. De qualquer forma, assina o canal. Dá aquele like. Para os desenvolvedores saberem que a gente tá apreciando o trabalho deles. E é isso aí. Até mais, pessoal. Valeu. Falou.